Hello everyone. So welcome to Crack Grade B. And as you all know, SEBI notification has arrived for this year. But this year, the notification is only for legal stream. Earlier in 2020 and also in 2022, the SEBI notification came for all the streams, but this time it is for legal streams. So let's see what the notification has in it, and let's see what are the important dates and various other things that the notification talked about. So this is the date for online applications. It will start from June 22 until July 9. Okay. Call letters will be intimated by the messages. Phase 1 exam will happen on August 5. Okay. So we have around 1.5 months approximately. Okay. Phase 2 will be September 9, 23. Okay. Approximately 1 month after. And phase 3, that is interview, it will be after phase 2. Okay. And let's see what are the eligibility conditions that the notification talked about. So these are the this is the vacancy breakup given by SEBI. So total vacancies we have is 25. Okay. For general 11, OBC 7, SC, ST, EWS. Okay. So this is the vacancy breakup with respect to the legal stream. Okay. And let's talk about the educational qualification and experience. This is a very talked about aspect of the notification. See, actually, it talks about two types of things. First is mandatory, and the next one is desirable. So, this experience is not mandatory. Even if you don't have this, but you have mandatory experience, you should apply and you can apply. Okay, so don't get confused by desirable or mandatory educational experiences. Okay, so what is the mandatory educational qualification? It talks about bachelor's degree in law from a recognized university or institute. Just a basic graduate qualification. Okay, and the desirable experience, although it's not a must condition for the eligibility, but it obviously provides benefit in the interview. And in what manner it provides benefit, this is also mentioned in the notification itself that we will talk about. Okay, so the desirable experience is 2 years post qualification as an advocate, including an associate in advocates or solicitors office or law firm. Okay, so this is desirable experience, 2 years experience. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you, and don't get confused. This is not must condition, it is a desirable condition that SEBI seeks for. Okay, and what benefit does this experience help you in interview? We'll see. Next thing is age limit. Age limit, obviously all of you know, it's 30 years as on May 31, 23. Okay, so remember the date and the year and check your eligibility. And the age relaxation is given 5 years for SC and ST and 3 years for OBC. And no reservation is for creamy layer. Okay, so with respect to the reservation, please check your individual details. Okay, now let's see the mode of examination. So as you all know, there will be 3 phases: phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3, which is interview. Phase 1, phase 2, there will be online exam. Okay. So what will be the phase 1 examination? That will happen on August 5. So it will consist of 2 papers, okay, of 100 marks each. Duration is total 100 minutes, 60 minutes for paper 1, 40 minutes for paper 2. So paper 2 will comprise of specialized subject, that means legal stream, and paper will contains general awareness, English language, quantitative aptitude and reasoning. Okay, so GA and QRE. So this is the broad aspect of paper 1 as well as paper 2. And now let's talk about what will be the cutoff. So in phase 1, the cutoff condition is actually very smooth. You have to score minimum 30% in paper 1, 40% in paper 2, and in aggregate, you must score 40% in whole of the phase 1 examination. Okay. So this will automatically enable you to go to phase 2. So you'll all be automatically shortlisted for phase 2. This is what the notification also says. It says, first of all, there will be a negative marking 1/4. Okay. And cutoff, what I have mentioned, the 30% for paper 1, 40% for paper 2, and 40% cumulatively for whole phase 1. And then it says that marks obtained, candidates would need to secure separate cutoff in each paper as mentioned in point 2, which talks about 30% and 40% and 40% as whole. Okay. And the most important criteria is that subject to the above cutoffs mentioned, all the candidates who clear phase 1 based on that cutoff will be shortlisted for phase 2. Okay. So there is no merit cutoff in phase 1. What about phase 2? So phase 2 will comprise of 2 papers. In paper 1, English descriptive test is there of 100 marks and 1 hour 60 minutes. And what about paper 2? So 70 multiple choice questions will be there based on the legal aspects or legal subjects. Okay. And 3 descriptive questions of 10 marks each will be related to there. And this have to be typed on the computer itself. Okay. So there is no pen and paper style examination. So all these things will be typed on the computer itself. Okay. So the whole paper 2 also comprises of 100 marks, and individually 1 hour, that is 60 minutes, will be given for each multiple choice questions as well as descriptive questions. The cutoff is mentioned as 30%, 40%, and the weightage is 1/3 and 2/3. And cumulative cutoff is 50%. So for any candidate to get shortlisted in phase 3, that is interview, this is the basic condition. So first of all, he or she needs to get this much beyond cutoff, marks beyond this cutoff in order to get shortlisted in phase 3. But there is one more case in phase 2, that is merit cutoff. Okay. So merit cutoff is what? SEBI says that it will shortlist 3 times the number of vacancies to the interview. So that means in the notification we have seen that the total number of candidates, the vacancy is of 25. That means they will shortlist only 75 candidates, which is 3 times of vacancy for interview. Okay. And then in order to get 75 candidates, they will come up with merit cutoff. And this merit cutoff is obviously greater than the cutoff mentioned in the notification. Okay. So this is not an automatic guarantee to be shortlisted in the interview. So this is all about the cutoff. Negative marking of 1/4 is also here in phase 2. Okay. Now let's see. See here, subject to the criteria mentioned at this above, which is the all cutoff we've discussed, candidates equaling 3 times the number of vacancies shall be shortlisted in order for merit or for phase 3. Okay. So there will be separate cutoff here. And what about interview? So interview will be of total 15 marks. Okay. And this is the experience incentive that I was talking about, that people with experience will be incentivized in the interview. So 10% weightage will be given to those people who have the desired experience mentioned under the eligibility criteria. Okay. And the weightage of phase 2, that is 85%, and interview weightage is 15%. So even if those people who are not having this relevant post qualification experience don't need to worry, because this 10% within this 15% is a minuscule percentage that won't affect your qualification if you score well in phase 2. Okay. So focus on your phase 2, which is actually in your hand. Okay. So this is all about interview. Now let's see what is the syllabus with respect to phase 1 and phase 2. So in phase 1, for the specialized portion, paper 2, the syllabus is Constitution of India and these many parts, contract law, in which Indian Contract Act and various other acts are there, Civil Procedure Code, Transfer of Property Act, Arbitration and Conciliation Act, Limitation Act, Administrative Law, Jurisprudence and Interpretation of Statutes, Important Latin Terms and Maxims, and Law of Torts and Consumer Protection Act. So this is the whole syllabus for phase 1. And this weightage is there. So this is just an indicative weightage, but you must prepare in that order also only. And you must prepare the biggest weightage portion first and then the 20% one. Okay. So this is phase 1. What about phase 2? So this is phase 2 syllabus. The 40% weightage is for securities law, which is the main work that you will be doing over there, and criminal law, law of evidence, corporate laws, and securities. Okay. So have a look at the syllabus and practice only as per the syllabus so that you can do a targeted study. Okay. And last but not the least, that the English writing skills in phase 2 is based on the criteria to assess the writing skills, including expression and understanding of the topic, including précis will be there, essay will be there, and one comprehension will be there. So most probably 3 questions based on these 3 questions will be there in the descriptive examination. Okay. So this is all about SEBI notification. In case if you feel any doubt, please comment. Okay. And we'll try to address those issues. Thank you. Thank you for joining.